Hello and welcome to Talking About. I'm John Griffith.
I'm Cara Kilduff, and we are being joined by someone I picked up on the 7 train. No, stop. We're being joined by a fabulous...
That was last month.
Stop telling my business up in this show. I'm trying to introduce our guest. No, it's because of you. Our first guest is a fantastic New York City comedian, actress, writer, fabulous person all around, Leah Bohnema. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So, can we talk about the baby food that's in your bag?
We're going right to this.
Can we just get that right out of the way?
All right, we'll get it out of the way.
We were waiting for the train. We had train trouble, and I said, "Oh, I have a banana in my bag." And Leah looks at me and says, "I have baby food in my bag. You're jealous." So
I carry baby food because it's a great snack, and it doesn't get bruised, and it's kosher and organic and wheat free, and it says ages 2 and up, which I am.
Okay, that was going to be my next question.
And you can mix it. It's like strawberry peaches, and it's just perfect. For some reason, it really bothers.
it doesn't bother. I think it's funny, but you know, it's just.
Well, it's not as multi-purpose as a banana.
Yeah, but a banana can get smushed. Like, you could smush the banana all over your phone, and then the sperm would be like, I don't cover banana smush.
Yeah, she did have a point. She's like, my fruit in a jar is gonna last longer than your banana. I was
it's
like,
true. Like, what if all of a sudden we got caught on the train and it was like World War III, and we were stuck on that train for like 5 years? Who's still gonna be eating me? This banana is gonna be like mud and mold. You.
Mine.
And who's gonna share it? Not me. I'll be like, fucking told ya. That's what you get.
Stupid. Leah is a fantastic comedian, and but you're also into one-woman shows, storytelling.
Yes.
Yes. It's weird to interview you because, like, I know you from, you know, just being around, and to actually sit and talk about your stuff is just, it's a little strange.
Well, I've never met you, so how you doing?
I'm good.
So how long have you been? How long have you been performing?
I've been doing stand-up for 5 years. Before that, though, I was like in a spoken word group, actually.
Okay. Well, define that because that's kind of vague-ish.
There were 6 of us. We did a show on words of the civil rights movement, and then we also did a show at La Mama where we all wrote our own stuff and like weaved them in and out.
Is
so I've always liked
yeah,
no, all poetic, but I've always liked storytelling, and that's sort of the thorough line of all the different things I wanted to be.
Well, one of the quotes that I found about referring to you is the importance of storytelling and the power of embracing difference, and I really like that because I know you as a comic, and like we always joke around, but that really stuck out to me, that you know, that I think that is important. So I mean, what informs, like, what informs your viewpoint? Like, where are you coming from, like, as far as your stand-up goes?
I think my viewpoint is, well, I'm from a really rural area, which I think is definitely, like, people say, oh, small town, but it is different. Like, from a small town, and then I came from, like, hippie parents who were self-employed artists, and
left you in the basket.
They put me on a river, and they were like, she's going to be the queen of Egypt. Let her free. And then I love matzah. But we don't have matzah in Maine. They'd be like, what? But, and then I majored in women's studies in college, and I traveled a lot, and then I moved to New York City, so I think all these different things. And I love talking to people. I'll talk to anybody. I even talked to this guy for 2 hours because he told me he was Jesus, the second coming, and I didn't want to, like, I was like, oh no. Yeah. You know, you don't want to risk it. Like, I'll talk to anybody, but then he started talking about his, you know, male genitalia, and I was like, you're not Jesus.
Was this in LA?
No, this was here.
Okay, because, yeah, I saw Jesus in LA.
I waited it out 2 hours, because I don't want, you know, you never know.
2 hours?
Yeah, I did.
You are crazy. I mean,
I just picked my eye on television. That's
yeah,
so
you did.
cool.
You did. You're just.
I'm sorry.
You're very free. It must be from your upbringing. No, but I do love the fact that your background is in women's studies, and then you get on stage and you say these things that are just like, what did she just say? I don't know. You're just one of my favorite comics, and even just in regular conversation, Leah is hilarious and just. No, wait, you do have a show. This is like kind of the reason why I was mentioning the women's studies, the Rosie the Irreverent show.
I do a show, Rosie the Irreverent, once a month at Ochi's Lounge, which is downstairs comics. Okay. And it's, you know, Rosie from Rosie the Riveter.
That's 14th and 9th.
14th and 9th, yes.
From Manhattan, New York, for the
between 8th
world
and 9th, closer to 9th and downstairs, where the bathrooms are. So if you were like, I want to pee on the second Friday of the month, you could also listen to my show because they pipe the comedy into the bathroom.
That's
so
convenient.
that's multitasking.
But it's an all-female.
It's an all-female comedy
show.
review, and it's, you know, for women. I feel like a lot of times women aren't supposed to say, you know, like, I have a third nipple, or whatever they want to say. Like, we're supposed to be more ladylike, and I think it's or, you know, when women are like really dark, they're always like, she must be really depressed, or like her, you know what I mean? It's like, no.
She must be single.
Yeah. Nobody loves her. She's not getting any. You know what I mean? But it's.
She's on her period.
Yeah. So it's a place for women to express themselves.
Is that important for you?
Expressing myself?
Well, to give women a voice, to give them a platform.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, it's a boys' club most of the time in stand-up, so it's...
I'll sneak away.
No. No, you're a homosexual. You stay. You're fabulous. And you studied in Hungary?
I did. I lived in Hungary for almost a year.
Why?
Is that the epicenter of women's studies?
It is. It is. There is a huge... No, I went to high school there.
Okay.
You did? For how long?
For almost a year.
You said a year. Duh. Did you learn how to speak the language at all?
I learned all the swear words.
Of course.
And I knew, like, where's the train, how much if I had to drink, you know, key. I knew my address, get me home. I knew, like, how are you? I did all right. And I took, like, math classes in Hungary. It was a bilingual school, and so I took English as a second language, and I got a B in it, which is horrific. And then I took, like, math and chemistry in Hungarian, because since it was mostly numbers.
So you're a world traveler. You're so well-rounded.
Stop.
You are. You have such an interesting background, interesting story. You're from Maine, for Christ's sake, way up there in Maine. And I asked Leah on the way here, Leah, did anyone ever call you Leah?
Leah, get in the car. Leah, get in the car.
Oh.
That's wicked cool.
Oh my God, wicked.
Wicked awesome.
We had this happen when I think when Leah Doobie was on the show. Oh my God, wicked. What was I gonna? I just totally forgot. I had an ADD moment.
Asked on the train.
You were saying something on the train, which is I don't know.
Oh, how did you avoid having that accent, the Maine accent?
My parents are originally from Pennsylvania, so they don't have the accent.
They have a different one.
They do. And I didn't pick that up. Pennsylvania is like, are you from Pennsylvania?
No.
And you're not from Pennsylvania. It's like the worst state. Like you walk it, you cross the border, and it's like, I'm in a shit void. Did you notice that everything bad happens in Pennsylvania? I just hate that state. I had to drive through it to get to only thing that came, well, that's not true. There's Hershey's Park, which has chocolate in it.
Chocolate is good. So Pennsylvania, noodles and chocolate.
Noodles?
Egg noodles.
Oh. I don't want to eat that.
Sorry, this is where my middle comes from.
I just picture that plastic bag of the egg noodles in the crappy grocery stores.
Okay,
Well, it's like it always comes in like yellow broth. And you're like, what is that? What is that?
It's vitamin B broth.
Well, I used to be a huge Steelers fan until Ben Roethlisberger took his winky out on like 3 different girls. And I was like, I can't support a team where like you gotta be hanging out rape condoms at Steelers games. Is that wrong?
Oh my goodness.
It's not fair. I'm sure he just meant to take his weenie out in a nice way.
Cara, I think we completely lost control of the conversation.
No, not at all. This is a beautiful thing. So, do you feel relaxed? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, it's just that I'm shorter than you on this couch, so if I was to relax, I'd feel even shorter.
Oh. It's a short person's couch. No. What?
Jesus.
I just want you to be comfortable.
Here, how's this?
That's fine. Do you feel sassy?
I feel sassy and relaxed. I'm sassy and relaxed.
So what do you have? What kind of projects do you have going on? What's going on with you, girl? You have a one-woman show.
I'm working on a woman's show. It's called Mom in a Coma, a comedy, which sounds not funny. But like that's what I really like about comedy. I feel like comedy is the use of comedy is to take really hard times and try to find the funny in them because we all go through hard times. And I feel like if you can't laugh about it.
I think in any comedy, the element of truth is very important, and that's the truth.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. Like very vulnerable, and so this is about my mom was in a car in Pennsylvania, 2 years ago, and she was in a coma for like 5 weeks, and then it was coming out, and it's about all the really crazy things you think about, and you're like making deals, and you're like, why did this happen? And it's some of it's really funny, like the things that you make up in your mind, like because you know the way I was raised, I was like, this happened because I did something wrong. So I was like, does this happen because I slept with too many people in college? You know what I mean? You're just like, why is my mother in a car accident tonight? And then I was sure it's because I said Jesus Christ all the time. I was like, I didn't mean it. I was joking around. But I wrote it and I did it at the Pit, and then I'm trying to get it back up this fall.
How long did it take you to write?
Almost a year. But I think it's really good. I think it's like one of the most things I'm proud of because or one of the things I'm most proud of because I feel like it's really vulnerable and it's honest, and there's like hard times and then there's good times, and I try to make sort of fun of my own, you know, however people deal with things, however people learn how to deal with things. It's our own neuroses is kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I literally ate like 80 bagels, just like waiting for my mom to wake up. I'd be like, are there any more bagels and dairy products? Like, can I shove? And I'm lactose intolerant, so it's hilarious. But not right now. You guys like, I feel so bad for this girl. Maybe we should set her up with a therapist. I have one, but that's a show that I'm working on right now.
Baby food?
Didn't have baby food. Had I had baby food in the hospital, it might have been less of an ordeal. I also host the Uncensored shows on Fridays and Saturdays at Broadway Comedy Club on Fridays and Saturdays at New York Comedy Club at 10 o'clock.
One of the things I really like about you as a comic is, and as a person, if you spend any time talking to Leah, you're so smart and just like so quick. Bam, 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 bam.
I love all the compliments on the show.
It's true, though. I mean, that's one of the things, like, to be a stand-up comic, you can't be a dummy. You know, a lot of hard work goes into it. Into, you know, writing your jokes and whatnot, and it's such a privilege to know all these people that are so smart, like not to give ourselves a pat on the back, but yeah, you're smart, and it's so obvious, like in your writing, and so I am curious. I really want to see your one-woman show when you throw it back up again, because it's going to be good.
Thank you.
It's going to be good.
Working on it.
So where can people learn about you aside from this show?
My website, which is www.leahbohnema.com.
Spell that out.
LeahBonnema.com. And you can follow me on Twitter, which I think you should do. I enjoy my Twitters. Do you?
Yes.
Stop it, you do not. Stop it. I would know you because I have like 2 followers.
I'll
and
tweet
you're not
you during
one
the break.
Are you on the Facebook?
I am on the Facebook, but I'm really tired of the Facebook.
Really?
I'd like to go to Twitter. So I feel like you write like...
You link the two and you just go on the Twitter and it automatically goes to the Facebook.
I don't Twitter the same things I Facebook because I have like people that I think
people
I'm a respectable person on Facebook. I don't want to ruin it for them. Whereas the Twitter people are just like, this girl's a mess.
Yeah, we're kind of nasty on Twitter.
You are hilarious. Like, whatever. I could just listen to you talk and talk. The train ride out here was so pleasant because usually I do it by myself and I play solitaire on my BlackBerry the whole time.
She actually beat up a man on the train.
Stop.
Okay.
She didn't really beat him. She just sort of elbowed him to get to a seat.
But then
she was like, he deserved it. He was standing in the middle of the train, like just standing there.
In the doorway.
Like there wasn't 80 people that needed. I think that we should dress up as superheroes and like beat people that have no manners. How awesome would that be? Like the people that stand there or like what are you doing? There's 80,000 people trying to move.
He just stood there taking his time trying to get a seat. Thank you for justifying my...
He had no manners.
Yeah.
No manners.
You feel better now?
I do. She justified my wrong action for me. So it was good.
She didn't hit him too hard.
Interview has been...
Yeah, but wait, where can we see you for stand-up in the next week or so?
Well, you can see me Friday and Saturday at the Uncensored show.
At Broadway Comedy Club.
At Broadway Comedy Club on Friday and New York Comedy Club on Saturday. And you can see me Friday the 13th, scary, at Ochi's Lounge for Rose of the Irreverent. And you can even listen to it from the bathroom.
Because that's where I get most of my laughs.
Well, I know. Oop. Stop it. Stop talking
Okay, and those watching on the web can find you on the web again at
www.leahbohnema.com. or www.youtube. I don't have to say the W's because they're implied.
Triple W.
YouTube.com/Leah Bohnema.
Okay.
And Twitter friend me. Please Twitter friend me at twitter.com/Leah Bohnema.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Please stay so we can ride the train home together.
I will.
Okay, and you can check out our website, which is www.talkingabout.info. The show is going to be there, linked to your website, because hey, you deserve it. We love having you.
Stop.
We want people to find you. We want people to find us. And in the meantime, thank you again.
Thanks for having me. I had so much fun. I'm not going to leave. You're going to have the other people beat me off the couch because I'm not leaving.
Okay, and we want you to take a look at this.
Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you on my own. Would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. This wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. Look at me.
Come on in. That's okay.
Quick change.
Quick change.
Hey.
And I just want to remind the viewer you're watching Talking About, thank you so much
Hi.
for the song. Hi, welcome.
How are you? Pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Gregory Nalbone.
Is this good?
This is good. Who knew, after all these years, you know, in the scene here in New York City, that there was this emerging artist?
In the scene, you mean dancing on bar tops for dollar bills and bartending for quarters being thrown at me?
Quarters? I never threw quarters at you. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you didn't.
No, never.
But I remembered who did.
And they'll be sorry now. How did you find your voice? What happened?
You know, I think the thing with me is it was always there, and it was always burning inside of me, and I kind of slowly nurtured it over the years. And while I was doing other things, like that were sort of like aesthetically driven, you know, the modeling and the bartending and stuff, I sort of just kept feeding that joy inside of me, which was performing and singing and training for years and years and years. And I think it was just a matter of time. I think if you don't let go of something that is just so part of every cell of your body, and you know who you are, and that it just has a way of just pushing itself through, and
the creative energy just burns inside you.
Really. I mean, my dream is coming true right now.
And the timing is right, which sometimes timing is all important, especially in a creative endeavor, because it's sort of like, you know, there's so many things that hold us back, but then once you get the groove on it, you know, you have this beautiful thing happening.
What happens, I think, is that like, once you sort of really like tap into that, things just start transmitting and coming and going like that you need to keep nurturing that. And it's just like, that's what's happening.
Yeah, you asked, and here it is.
I begged. No, I pleaded. And so where it takes me, I don't know if I have a plan. Yeah, I have a plan.
Well,
money.
Sure.
I want
I
want to make a living doing
exactly.
what I love.
You want to be a performer, and you have a performance coming up soon at the Duplex, right?
Yeah, August 10th.
August 10th at the Duplex.
Tuesday night.
Yes.
I'm doing my one-man show.
One-man show. Are you going to be doing standards like you performed tonight?
I'm going to do it. It would be from Johnny Mathis to Rent, Josh Groban, Elton John, Billy Joel. I'm going to do about 10 songs.
A commingle of pop hits.
Yeah,
pop hits.
That's a good spectrum.
And some really strong ballads. Like I like really like meaty, emotional ballads, and some light and.
And it sounds like a
things.
lot of like male ballads. You're not exactly balladeering, you know, the female R&B songs. You're kind of like turning to. Or are you doing any?
No, actually, I want to say no, but you know, I actually there's a song that I'm doing that Beyonce did from Dreamgirls.
She's kind of like a man.
A man in a dress. A man in a dress.
She's so gonna kick my ass. No, Beyonce. I was only kidding. Which song of Beyonce's will you be doing?
Listen. I think I might do it. Listen. It's from Dreamgirls.
Yes, that's a great song. Yeah.
You see the video? She just she lets you have that song.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
a
cried.
tough one. Yeah.
I cried when I saw that. When she would perform it in the movie.
That's a brilliant. That's a tough song to take.
It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's.
It must be so amazing when you're in front of your audience and they're just like riveted, because these are songs that people will just want to listen to your voice.
Well, I want to hope they're riveted. That's the goal.
It's not hard to keep my eyes off you, sir.
That's the goal.
It's nice that you can sing.
Sing? What?
See,
I'm kidding.
And of course, like, you know, it's so wonderful to have a live performer, and you do this with a band. It's not like, you know, today we have you singing here, but you perform with a band as well.
Usually, yeah. What I've been doing is like I would say like the cabaret scene in New York. It started actually at the Duplex as a guest,
right?
And did my first like. Broke my virginity on the cabaret.
Oh my God! It's a lot of stuff going on in today's show.
It wasn't in a dumpster on the West Side Highway.
Oh, good. I'm glad
it was.
I would hate to have that happen to someone else.
Behind the dumpster.
Oh, well, yeah. No one's gonna judge you for that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like open mics that are kind of formal, upscale open mics that exist, like Birdland.
Yes, of course.
On Mondays, that Jim Caruso does a cast party, and I went there, and it took everything that I had as a human being to break through the fear and get up on that stage. And I did it, and I got invited back.
Brilliant.
And so I sang there 3 times, and I plan to do it again. And that's just like, it's like boot camp for a new singer.
Yeah.
You know, so that's. It's been a roller coaster, you know.
That's exciting. That's an exciting place to be as an artist, you know.
Yeah, just on the cusp, on the verge.
Right, and it's not always like, you know, woo, fun and games. I mean, I've had meltdowns in stairways, you know, like when I mess notes up and, you know, or open my mouth and nothing comes out. You know, I'm learning still.
You're learning.
I mean,
it's great. Yeah, at least you're combating the fear.
right? And that is what held me back. And I think a lot of people can understand in life, it can be so handicapping and debilitating.
Paralyzing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And breaking through years and years of built-up terror, you know, releasing this. I mean, I think a lot of performers can deal with that. They need to do it.
That's what motivates them to keep doing it. That fear becomes that sort of that tiger that gives them the energy to keep doing it. So it's like you're never going to lose the fear, my friend.
It's like that, like
It's channeling it properly.
performance heroin. You know, it's just like you, audience applause.
It'll always be there. It'll just be different. Now you're going to perform another song for us, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do something from Rent.
Okay, and just a moment, have you recorded anything yet?
No, just at home.
Okay.
In the kitchen with GarageBand.
Okay.
I think that's how Lady Gaga does
That's what I sent you, like something from the kitchen. I mean, they're decent, but no, I want to be in a studio where they can really make you sound your best.
Is there a website where people can find out more about you?
Facebook.
Okay.
Gregory Nalbone on
Nalbone.
Facebook. I shut down my modeling website because that wasn't serving me at all anymore.
Okay, and we're running out of time, so we want to hear you perform one more time.
Awesome, great.
So here we go. Why don't you? We'll introduce you. Go take the stage, and sure, here you go.
Right on out.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
And knock it out. Gregory Nalbone is going to perform another song for us to take us out.
And you can see more of us on www.talkingabout.info. In the meantime, check him out.
One song, glory, one song before I go. Glory, one song to leave behind. Find one song, one last refrain. Glory from the pretty boy front man who wasted opportunity. One song, he had the world at his feet. Glory in the eyes of a young girl. A young girl. Find glory beyond the cheap colored lights. One song before the sun sets. Glory on another empty life. Time flies, time does. Glory, one blaze of glory, one blaze of glory, glory. Find glory in a song that rings true, truth like a blazing fire, an eternal flame. Find one song, a song about love, glory through the eyes of a young man, a young man. Find one song before the virus takes hold, glory like a sunset. One song to redeem this empty life. Time flies.